North Korea's anger over the interview is certainly not the first time that a country has been upset with Hollywood. In 1979, communist countries, including Russia and East Germany, freaked out over the award-winning film The Deer Hunter. When Schindler's List was debuted in 1993, Muslim countries called the film vile propaganda. And then in 2003, Iran called the release of 300 an act of war. But now that Sony and theater owners around the country have apparently given in to the hackers' demands, has Hollywood really changed forever? Well, we want to talk about that with Michael Musto. He's the columnist for Out.com. And let's just start there. Is freedom of speech dead in Hollywood when it comes to films?
Well, through the years, movie studios have always sort of pulled their punches. Sometimes they won't release something they might think is offensive. They'll cut something. In this case, we're not just talking about freedom of speech. We do have freedom of speech in American entertainment for the most part. We reserve the right to release movies, and then we can boo them, protest them, picket them. I've written horrible things about movies I hated, but I never advocated not showing them. I just said, give me the chance to get a free ticket because I don't want to pay, and yell boo at the screen. In this case, they were dealing with international, very credible terrorist threats.
Right.
Though, of course, it gets more complicated now that North Korea says, oh, we had nothing to do with this. How dare you call us bullies? And by the way, if you don't cooperate with us on an investigation,
we'll threaten you again.
We're going to do something to you.
Right. Well, let me just bring out that Fareed Zakaria of CNN had a chance to speak to the president of Sony. So let's play a little bit of that. We can talk about their response.
Why not release it online in some form or the other, video on demand?
There are a number of options open to us, and we have considered those and are considering them. As it stands right now, while there have been a number of suggestions that we go out there and deliver this movie digitally or through VOD, there has not been one major VOD, video-on-demand distributor, one major e-commerce site that has stepped forward and said they are willing to distribute this movie for us. Again, we don't have that direct interface with the American public, so we need to go through an intermediary to do that.
Back with Michael Musto again. Let me ask you this, Michael. Do you think it is possible that the studio will release that film in any way?
They say that they actually want to, and making this even more complicated than the plot of the interview is the fact that Sony says, we had every intention of releasing this and we want to. It's the theater chains that would refuse to show it because they were...
That's true. I mean, the first theater chain said no, they didn't want to run it.
And then you have another subplot going where President Obama says, you people should have contacted the White House, and Sony says, we did. So this is going to make a great movie. I hope somebody releases it someday.
Well, George Clooney's involved, so he might be in that movie. Now, he says that he actually tried to start a petition and then got no traction from anyone to come to the defense of Sony.
And he's George Clooney. Everybody loves George Clooney. I actually do feel sympathy for Sony. I would not want to be in their shoes to have to decide between whether you're going to not recklessly, but bravely and boldly release this movie despite the threats, or you're going to cower and try to do what you think is going to save lives or prevent violence. It's a very tough situation. I'm actually all for freedom of speech and expression, so I hope this sees the light of day, even though this movie is apparently not Citizen Kane, let's face it.
No, it's not. And that brings up an interesting point. Maybe Sony said, look, if it was Citizen Kane, we would have stood up and fought. But it's really a relatively, I won't say low budget, minor budget film for them. And if people were in any way frightened from showing up at the movie theaters at what is the peak holiday viewing time, it would have a devastating impact on Hollywood, which, by the way, hasn't had a very good year to begin with.
Well, when I saw the trailer for the movie, I called a friend immediately and said, it looks like we have a front runner for the Golden Razzies for Worst of the Year. However, I have to say, Seth Rogen and James Franco also did a movie called This Is the End, which was an apocalyptic comedy a few years ago, which was hilarious. And I'm all for hyperbolic, satirical, outrageous, gross-out movies like this one. So Sony says they want to release it. I think we're actually going to see it in some form. Somebody out there has to be brave enough to say, we'll show it. And someone might be brave enough to show up and watch it.
I'd love to go. I'd love to go. I think probably all of the publicity has made it that way for me. So, Michael Musto, thank you very much for joining us. And you can